Kisumu has sent a message, and it is not subtle. The so-called Linda ground wave that has been sweeping across parts of Luo Nyanza has hit a wall on the shores of Lake Victoria. When Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga stepped into Kisumu once again to sell her narrative, she expected a show of unity. Instead, what stood out was not what happened, but who was missing.
ODM! 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 Atimomos Nipin Mangima.
For the second time, Kisumu Governor Anyang' Nyong'o kept away from the Linda Ground event. No grand reception, no symbolic handshake, no public endorsement. In politics, absence is never just absence, it is a statement, and in this case, it screamed louder than any speech delivered on that stage.
Kisumu is Maul, Kalua Maul, Karulich Marakama, Kodela Maul.
This is the kind of political deep dive that excites you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. We go where others fear to tread. Let us not pretend this is a small issue. Kisumu is not just another county. It is the heartbeat of Luo politics. It is the ideological capital, the emotional center, the place where political currents are tested before they are allowed to flow downstream. When a leader walks into Kisumu without the visible blessings of the sitting governor, that leader walks on shaky ground. Gladys Wanga has been moving across the region trying to consolidate what is now being branded as the Linda Ground narrative. On the surface, it looks like a grassroots mobilization drive, but scratch beneath the surface and you will see something more complex. Linda Ground is increasingly being associated with a soft landing towards President William Ruto and the so-called broad-based arrangement that has unsettled many traditional opposition loyalists.
Na wamesema kwamba chama ambacho kitaenda negotiations na serikali ni ODM. Ni mbaya, si ndio? Weka nini? Weka nini? Weka nini?
That is where the tension lies. Kisumu is not blind. The political base there has long defined itself through resistance politics. It thrives on defiance. It celebrates leaders who appear unbowed. So, when a movement begins to look too comfortable around State House corridors, alarm bells start ringing in backroom meetings and local gatherings.
Chakruok ne nyaka gikone niluongo ni Edwin Sifuna. Ene manokao muma. Momiyo buru, mo buru oting'o muma, mo buru ochamo muma, kaka party leader.
Anyang' Nyong'o's continued absence cannot be brushed off as a diary clash. Once can be coincidence, twice begins to look deliberate, and deliberate moves in politics are calculated. The veteran governor understands the mood of Kisumu. He has read the political temperature for decades. If he sensed that publicly sharing a platform with the Linda Ground Brigade will cost him political capital, then stepping aside was the safest option.
Orange was for change and for devolution. That is the origin of the Orange Democratic Movement. Orange Democratic Movement cannot continue as a party without strong support of devolution and giving services to the grassroots of our nation.
That decision speaks volumes. Meanwhile, those on the ground noticed something else. The energy was not electric. The crowd was present, yes, but the fire was missing. The chants were measured, not thunderous. The urgency felt manufactured. Mobilization efforts appear strained, almost desperate to project strength. When a leader has to work too hard to prove control, it raises quite doubts about how firm that control really is. And then there is the 2027 faction hanging over everything like a dark cloud. The broad-based arrangement with Ruto has divided opinion across the opposition strongholds. Some see it as a pragmatic politics, others see betrayal. In Kisumu, that second sentiment runs deep. The political memory of the region is long. It remembers sacrifices. It remembers battles fought in the name of resistance. Aligning too close with the current administration without clear political gain is a risky gamble.
Kwa hivyo nikirudi Busia, niseme kule Kisumu East, GNZs wamechemuka na wamesema kwamba chama ambacho kitaenda negotiations na serikali ni ODM. Ni mbaya, si ndio? Weka nini? Weka nini? Weka nini?
Gladys Wanga is walking a tightrope. On one side is the promise of national relevance and proximity to power. On the other side is the unforgiving court of public opinion in Luo Nyanza. If she leans too far in either direction, she risks falling.
Oburu, tumemwambia party leader wetu Dr. Oburu Oginga afanye negotiation na vyama ambayo tuko na mafikira sawa. Wago mbaka gichama mawango gipara chiel. Kwa chako gi UDA mawange broad based. To wawacho niko sadi mbele kacha. Iyo ngombe kama ni full ikatwe katikati. Katikati nusu ni ya ODM, nusu ni ya UDA. Uwacho na ngojo thurwe wachno.
Anyang' Nyong'o's silence adds another layer to the unfolding drama. He has not attacked, he has not endorsed, he has simply stepped back. And sometimes stepping back is the most powerful move of all. It allows the storm to rage without tying your name to it. It protects future options. It keeps doors open. The question now is simple. Is Kisumu quietly drawing a line in the sand?
ODM is not just a party, it is a movement. ODM is the dream. ODM is the dream of the farmer who tills his land seeking fair markets. ODM is the cry of the mother who wants health care for her children.
Because politics in this region is rarely chaotic without reason. When the mood shifts, it shifts with purpose. Leaders who misread it often find themselves isolated. Those who understand it survive. The Linda Ground team may argue that consolidation takes time. They may insist that resistance is normal in any political realignment, but the optics matter, and right now, the optics from Kisumu are uncomfortable. A governor missing twice, a crowd that feels restrained, a narrative that appears to clash with the emotional identity of the region. These are not small cracks, they are early warning signs. As 2027 approaches, every move will be scrutinized, every alliance will be questioned, every absence will be analyzed. Kisumu has shown that it will not be taken for granted. It will not rubber stamp any direction without interrogation.